welcome back to the channel. So we did promise that we were going to dive into the next video with an introduction to Sora. So Sora stands for Specific Operations Risk Assessment, and UK Sora is the risk-based approval process for operations within the specific category. It is expected to replace the existing PDRA 01, but not just quite yet, and the OSC framework. So this has already come into effect. It came into effect on the 23rd of April 2025. So it is currently running, and it is based upon the safety framework developed by Coptrz Sora version 2.5. So Sora is a 14-step risk-based approval process for specific category drone operations, but it is divided into two phases. So phase 1 is your final sale assessment, where risk levels, so sale, your ground risk class, air risk class, are determined. And then phase 2, which is the compliance evidence assessment, where operators submit safety compliance evidence before receiving operational authorization from the CAA. So, quick recap, what is Sora? It stands for Specific Operations Risk Assessment. Now, it's a structured risk-based approach used to assess the safety of drone operations that fall outside of those normal rules that we all well know, especially in the specific category. So think of it a little bit like a decision-making framework. Instead of saying yes or a simple no to a flight, Sora helps you and the regulator understand how safe your operation might be and what steps you need to take to make it even safer than it already should be. So we're going to dive into the purpose and the scope of Sora. The whole point of this is to enable complex or non-standard drone operations, like flying beyond visual line of sight, or if you're looking for those specific limitations to be closer, so you're looking to fly closer to the proximity of people, while still keeping the skies safe. So it gives operators a clear process to follow. We identify the ground risk and the air risk, and then apply mitigation measures accordingly. It's methodical, it's evidence-based, and importantly, it's scalable. So whether you're flying a small quadcopter in a sparsely populated area or a large fixed-wing BVLOS mission, Sora can be tailored to suit for everyone. So, when to use Sora? In the UK, Sora is typically used when you're applying for an operational authorization in the specific category, particularly for operations that fall outside of that predefined risk assessment, or as we well know, PDRA 01. If your mission doesn't fit within one of these published PDRA 01, the one that you have as operational authorization, for example, your mission is especially complex, it's within a congested area, or you're flying closer to the proximity of uninvolved persons, this is when a full Sora will come into play. So, the UK CAA versus EASA, where do we stand? Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Sora method was actually developed by Coptrz, which is the Joint Authorities for Rulemaking on Unmanned Systems, and it's widely used across EASA states as well. But here, in particular in the UK, where we're regulated by the Civil Aviation Authority, we've taken a slightly different approach. So rather than adopting Sora wholesale, the CAA introduced PDRAs, your predefined risk assessments, as a simpler way to get authorization for common types of operations. It's a bit more plug and play, but that doesn't mean that Sora's off the table. In fact, the CAA recognises Sora as the gold standard for assessing more complex operations, especially for those that venture into BVLOS, high-risk environments, or international approvals. So if you're pushing boundaries, Sora is the tool that you're definitely going to need. So let's just quickly summarise everything that we've gone through today. Sora is a flexible, scalable approach, and it's going to assess the drone operation risk that you are currently flying under. If you're working on advanced missions that don't fit within your standard PDRA, and then it's your route to be safe and approved for flying. It's becoming more and more relevant here in the UK, so please keep an eye out for the next few videos where we delve into this a little bit more, help you to understand it even more and how it will impact you as one of our drone pilots. If you did find this video helpful, then please don't forget to give it a like, drop us some comments with any questions that you may have, and also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. These next few videos you do not want to miss. We will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, happy flying.